What is up, trainers? It's Rickstar here. I've been gone for a good little minute, I'm not gonna lie. And, life has just been lifing as it does. But I just want to say thank you all very much, everybody who tuned in for the Regulation J stream. I was having a blast with Reg J. I was having a blast with Reg I. But when I found out we were allowed to use mythical Pokemon, I had to lock back in. I legit hit up my buddy Vic and we just start cranking teams. We wanted our favorites to work. And today we have Darkrai. Darkrai, legit, way back in the day, Darkrai was legit a rumor on the playground back in my school. And here we are, we get to use it in a actual VGC team. So today we have Darkrai. Darkrai is going to be a dark type. We decided to give it the Ghost Terra. The Ghost Terra is going to be really good for it because essentially, if you really think about it, we're going to be able to circumnavigate that fake out pressure. For moves, we got Dark Pulse, Dark Void, Protect, Thunder, right? So this is going to make sense. Check out the tech. Dark Pulse is just going to be standard stab. Calyrex Shadow, Calyrex Ice. We can we could do some damage out there. But Dark Void is the main thing. Darkrai is going to cause the opponents to fall asleep, and then that's going to activate its ability Bad Dreams. So after the end of every turn, the opponent's going to lose 1/8 of their health, which is very massive. We can break Sash and pretty much punish things like that. So we got Focus Sash. Darkrai has a decent defense stat for some reason, but it's kind of frail. So Focus Sash is going to at least allow us to get off a Dark Void, maybe 2. So we have all that. And, we got Sandy Shocks here. Sandy Shocks is pretty much going to lead with this Darkrai synergy. I've been using this team to great success, trust me. So pretty much Sandy Shocks is going to get booster energy. We got Electro Web. We're going to be fastest. We're going to hit it. Darkrai can go for a Dark Void. You can just raw dog it. Or you can go for the Gravity first, which is normally my play, right? Timid nature here. Go for the Gravity. Darkrai does Dark Void. It's going to take it from 50% accuracy to I believe like 83, something like that. So there is a chance that it'll mess up, but we're not really worried about that. We want to be able to use Darkrai, and it's good at what it does. So we got Earth Power here as our standard move. That's going to pair really well with the Gravity as well, because you'll be able to actually do single target damage to flying type Pokemon after Gravity's in play. We have Kyogre as well. Kyogre, nothing too crazy. This spread here, this is the Kyogre that I ran on my Calyrex Ice Tinkaton team. If you guys want to go check that out, I have that team. It's a Regulation I team, but it's pretty darn good. So we have that. We're going to be able to go Terra Grass, Drizzle, Water Spout, Origin Pulse, Ice Beam, Protect. The Water Spout's going to be really good. Standard Kyogre set. And even for old Pulse, right? Origin Pulse. Gravity, that accuracy boost, is going to help Origin Pulse. So even if your health is low, you can get guaranteed damage here. And that's also going to pair back into Darkrai, right? Thunder can't miss in rain. So already with Kyogre, Darkrai is going to get the Thunder Flex. And with Sandy Shocks, even if rain's not active, Darkrai's Thunder is also going to be increased in accuracy. So you got a strong single target electric type attack. So that's going to be really good there. For Rigorath, that's going to be our Trick Room on, to counter Trick Room. Armor Tail is going to be really good in pressuring Pokemon to not fake out. And also, I just feel like Rigorath is such a powerful Pokemon in Team Preview, because essentially what happens is when you have Rigorath, your opponent's like, you know what? He has Rigorath, he has Kyogre. Maybe I shouldn't bring my Incineroar today. And then legit, we get a situation where Darkrai and Sandy Shocks have no fake out Pokemon to deal with, and we just pop off. So we have all that. Trick Room, Hyper Voice, Psychic, Protect, you know, standard. Throat Spray, just to get a little bit of damage, because if you really think about it, 110 special attack is pretty high. It's on the high side. This is the optimization here from the previous teams we had. Rillaboom, not too much to say about Big Rilla. Assault Vest, Terrifier. Grassy Glide is priority move, gonna be a strong grass type move, just to, you know, break Sash instantly, or, you know, things like that. Wood Hammer, big FU damage. I stand by this move. I like U-turn to kind of pivot out and reposition, and Fake Out is always going to be a must. And, you know, the main meat for this team in a sense is Scizor. So what I like to do in that team build for a new meta is I like to take a look at what I've done previously, and with the Tinkaton team, the inspiration for my Tinkaton team is Scizor has Faint, right? So the thing about Darkrai is it has a weakness. Dark Void is a spread move that hits both opponents, and we know Wide Guard has been running rampant ever since Calyrex, Ice, and Shadow have been introduced to the game. So Darkrai is going to have to deal with, you know, that. But hey, that's where Scizor comes in. Faint, we break Protect, Wide Guard, whatever. We have Terra Normal just to get the smidgen of extra damage off of that Faint. That's going to be really good. Also, we can shut our weakness to fire. Bullet Punch, just general good priority. It's going to be boosted by Technician, as well as our Steel typing stab bonus. Helping Hand is going to be a very powerful move. Helping Hand, we could just Helping Hand, Water Spout, and Origin Pulse. You know, not too much to be said there, but this is the flex. I like counter. If hit by a physical attack, return double the damage. In the rain, with the way we optimize this Scizor here, max HP, 212 with an Impish nature, we can survive a Koraidon's Flare Blitz in the rain from full health. And then we just revenge kill it that same turn with counter, because every Koraidon I fought this week, they just always attack with Flare Blitz into Scizor. So it just kind of works out. So this is pretty much the team. I'm going to showcase on the battlefield how this team kind of works to a degree, so you guys can get a handle on it, you know. So I'll see you guys on the battlefield. All right, trainers, so here we go, Regulation I. So I'm really excited to showcase this Darkrai team on the battlefield. I really hope you guys enjoyed the guide from earlier, but this team, I mean, it's been proving some pretty good results when we've been playing on the showdown ladder and also on cart. You know, a lot of these teams I kind of extensively kind of play damage control to really get the most out of it as I can. So right now we have Darkrai, which is going to be the main focus of this video, and we got Sandy Socks Report with Gravity to increase the accuracy of Dark Void. And my opponent looks like they have a Magearna and a Calyrex Ice, which is the standard Trick Room set for this, I guess. So in a way, there's not really too many Pokemon that can stop us. There's no Wide Guard users on this team. So we're just going to be confident. We're going to go Sandy Shocks, and we're going to go Darkrai. We're going to get Scizor in the back, and we're going to bring good old Kyogre. So this is going to be Regulation J VGC. You know, the crazy thing is, like, I've been seeing the consensus from a lot of the fans right now. Some of the hardcore VGC guys, they think Reg J is like a joke, but it's like 4 years ago was the last time we were able to use mythicals in any format. So I feel like they need to just kind of enjoy it, you know? But here we go. Sandy Shocks, Darkrai. Okay. So it looks like Urshi Water. Here we go. Speed was heightened. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to Terra. I'm going to Dark Void. And I'm going to go ahead and get Gravity off too, right? Because in a way, this is the Darkrai Flex team, right? We want to be able to get as much Dark Voids off as we can each battle. And right now we're at 50 accuracy. I think we go somewhere around like 83 or something like that after the Gravity's in play. But here we go. Gravity's kicked in, right? So Sandy Shocks is already fastest thing on the field. Urshifu with the Surging Strikes. So we're gonna lose Sandy Shocks here, but that's gonna be okay. Because if we put both of them to sleep, Kyogre's just gonna come in here and just wash everything out. Let's see. Okay, come on, Darkrai, I'm counting on you. Dark Void, here we go. Oranguru put to sleep. Cool, let's see. Urshifu put to sleep. Here we go. Here we go. You know, for a lot of the new trainers out there, I mean, Darkrai is to be respected. It's one of the OG mythicals from Gen 4, Diamond and Pro era. That was my prime time. But here we go. We're gonna bring Kyogre out here. And this is the cool thing, right? So this just flows, right? Boom, we got the Thunder Flex. And we got the Water Spout damage control. So here we go. Let's see what my opponent can do here. Urshifu fast asleep. Boom, Thunder Flex. There we go. Just kill the Urshifu. Now Oranguru's gonna take some disgusting single target damage. Here we go. I mean, Sandy Shocks did more than enough, right? That gravity's in play. Our accuracy is higher than ever. You know, this team, I mean, I'm not able to show it off yet, but the Scizor tech is here because of wide guard. You know, we're just gonna feint and break through. But we got Magerna, we got Callie. So look, I can just Dark Void again, right? What's stopping me? And pop a Water Spout. Here we go. I mean, it takes a little bit more setup, but it's actually worth it. Once you get this shit going, you're good. Look at that Dark Void, baby. Hits both opponents. Let's see. Magerna asleep. Perfect. Does Callie go to sleep too? He's snoozing on the job. Here we go. Now look at this. Just beautiful Water Spout damage in rain. I think this was a good showcase. And look, this is the tech with Darkrai. Bad dreams, right? They lose 1/8 of their health. I think it's 1/8 or 16, something like that. Well, anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and finish it off with a Thunder Flex. GG's, my friend. Let's see. Like, it just synergizes so well. Originally, I think I had like Ice Beam or something on Darkrai, but the Thunder, it just works a lot better because it's synergized with Kyogre. Not only that, that gravity is also going to boost Thunder's accuracy, so we can just fire that thing off even without rain, you know, say the gravity's in play. Nice. We're going to run that back though. You know, a lot of these battles, I like to do a best 2 out of 3 to kind of showcase it. I kind of want to showcase the Scizor angle because Scizor is kind of one of the underrated mons that just kind of teched out really well into this team. Especially if you guys seen some of the older Tinkaton stuff on the channel. I really take value in a Pokemon that knows to move feint, because what better bargain do you get than break it through protect? So we're definitely going to run this back again. Let's see. And you know, I always have it open on the channel, especially after a stream. I like participating with my community, so when it comes to like viewers, if you guys like the video or you guys want to kind of interact, you can always join the server and kind of bring your best and help me test these teams out. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna bring let's see how we're gonna do this. Now my opponent's obviously, he's gonna plan for the Sandy Shocks. Darkrai, Sandy Shocks, Scizor, Kyogre. We'll play it like that. If he had a lot of fast mons, like if I seen Tornadus on there, definitely I would have brought Farigarath. But with this team composition my opponent has, there's really no need for it too much. So let's see what we can do here. Urshifu Magerna. History's gonna repeat itself, huh? Boom. Speed heightened, baby. Dark Void. Terra Ghost. Terra Ghost Gravity. Right. You know, that's the beauty about a best 2 out of 3. And you can kind of make those modifications mentally for the next match. Kind of why VGC it's so like technical, because that's kind of where the battle takes place too. But we're gonna see what we can do here. I'm assuming my opponent is gonna go for another surging since he was guaranteed to KO. Oh, he wants Darkrai gone. Okay. Come on, Darkrai, hold on. Darkrai holds on. Darkrai holds on. Dark Void, baby. Boom. 1's asleep. 2's asleep. Yo, you guys can't tell me the Darkrai's not so good right now. And the thing is, too, we got gravity up, right? So, Bad Dreams is going to kick in, breaking any Focus Sash. Urshifu was probably the only one with it, though, but, we're going to Thunder there. And we're just going to Earth Power. Right? Like I said, remember, gravity's going to be boosted. It's going to boost the Thunder's accuracy. Yeah, my opponent knows it's coming. He knows. He probably thinks I'm going for the Electro Web. But we got a better flex. Ooh, Magerna wakes up. For the Protect. Okay, okay. That's okay. Waking up for the Protect. You know, the crazy thing is, Urshifu's going to go down in this turn. And then we could just put him to sleep again. Especially with whatever comes out next. Look at that. Beautiful. And the thing is, with Sandy Shocks, once we hit that Electro Web, Darkrai's always going to be faster. It's always going to be faster. Soul Heart's going to kick in, so that is kind of... This Magerna could pop off, but it's going to determine if we miss Dark Void or not. Oranguru. Oranguru Magerna is kind of busted. Okay. I see the vision. I see the vision. So we're going to hit a Dark Void here. Earth Power, I guess. Just to get some damage off, right? Okay, we missed. Oh, he should have went for Darkrai. Dude, my opponent should have went for Darkrai. That was the only out. That was the only out. That was the only out. Okay. That was the only out. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, look at Magerna trying to survive this, but unfortunately that ground typing ain't gonna save you. Oranguru holds on, which is fine because Bad Dreams, baby. I'm telling you, this is the team of nightmares. It's a really fun Darkrai team. Has Kyogre on it. It just works so well. We got Scizor to kind of break through Feint or break through Wide Guard Protect and all that jazz. So we're just kind of chilling, you know? Like I said, I really hope you guys enjoy this team. I want to see if I can't showcase the Scizor a bit. You know? I kind of want to, you know? So I'll kind of show y'all why the Scizor is so cool, right? We'll double protect here. I kind of want something to go down because I want to be able to bring Scizor in safely because I kind of want to showcase the Scizor, right? Scizor has just as much aura as Kyogre and Darkrai. Glacial, okay. You know, I'm technically trolling right now, but you guys are gonna see. I just want to get Scizor out. I want to show you guys the tech. Okay, Darkrai's gonna go down, and Kali's gonna get a +1. Nice. This is kind of what I wanted. This is kind of the perfect scenario. Trick Room. Okay, even better. Even better. At this point, I can kind of afford to mess around. Leech Seed, oh my gosh. I don't know what my opponent was thinking, because we just Dark Voided him now. Or Dark Pulsed him. I guess we're not going to be able to showcase Scizor. Well, anyways, Scizor is going to be able to 1v1 against a Calyrex with counter. Put it that way. Jeez. I don't know why my opponent went for that. Okay, here we go. Glacial. Okay, so Scizor does get to hit the field. I'm excited. +1, gonna get a little bit of a boost. Because either any way we slice this, Scizor just is gonna win this. Are we gonna go for the Glacial? Ah, the Leech Seed, of course. I mean, either way, my opponent loses, right? The counter's kind of the threat. I should have fainted. But he's kind of wasting his own Trick Room turns too. And leftovers on Scizor is going to kind of go nuts here too. We just got to keep Kyogre alive. All right, let's see. Here we go. Twisted Dimensions back to normal. Yeah, GG's, my friend. So we're gonna counter here. Or no. Okay. We're gonna Helping Hand. We're gonna O-Pulse. That's what we'll do. Now my opponent's probably gonna try to stall me out here. I could flex and go for the feint, but the bullet punch would be better. Let me see. Yeah. +2, single target. Jesus Christ, okay. My opponent's really trying to weed through this. I may actually have to give it to him, but you guys kind of see this team, we could have won a couple turns ago. GG. GG, that was fair. That was fair. But I hope you guys enjoy this team. Like I said, it's a really fun team. And I really hope I did a good job breaking it down. I will see you trainers in the next upload.